What is going on, guys? It is Crisis the Imago here, coming at you live and in person. And today's video, guys, is kind of off track from what I had scheduled to come out, and it just became a video that I felt that I needed to do because last night, well, yesterday, actually, not just last night, but yesterday, a new patch came out for Battlefield 4. If you guys don't play Battlefield 4 or you haven't played it in a while, a new patch came out reducing a whole bunch of things, changing a whole bunch of things, and I was playing it yesterday to try to get a feel for how it was and to make a video to let the people who do play Battlefield know all the different changes and stuff, the things that I've noticed, and it didn't go as planned. Every time I tried to get into a lobby, my teammates were just horrible. They weren't playing the objective, they weren't, I was playing a team deathmatch where a dude went like 2-26. Now, I don't know if he was just like boosting his buddy or whatever, but he went 2-26, and you can't win when that kind of stuff is on your team. And it was just a horrible, horrible, horrible night. And finally, I hooked up with my friend Splinter Cell, and we were playing on this map. And Paracel Storm is not my best map on team deathmatch. I'm decent at it when it comes to Conquest, because I usually just hop in a boat and roll around. But on team deathmatch, this really isn't my best map. I've had really good games on this map, but they're not that consistent. I'll go really, really good one time, and then the next time I play it, I'm thinking, oh man, I did super awesome on this map last time. I'm gonna wreck everybody, and then I get stomped into the sand, and it's just not a good story. But as I was sitting here just playing these games last night over and over and over, I was like, man, I am not gonna get a good gameplay right now. I'm gonna need to switch lobbies. Like, this is just not good. And it got to be about well, maybe not 3/4, maybe about 2/3 of the way through this match, and finally I was like, you know what, I'm tired of losing. I'm going to switch to my MTAR because it is my tried and true gun. The MTAR 21 is an absolute beast in this game, and I was like, this is it. I'm putting the tryhard panties on, tryhard mode engaged, and we're going to come back and win this. And we were actually down by, I think, like 15 tickets or something like that. Basically, they had 15 more kills than we did. And it was getting close to the end, and I was like, nope, that's it. We're not playing this game. We're going to win. And that kind of leads into the whole topic for this video, which is to never give up. As you guys know, I have been partnered with a network through Freedom, and that's kind of the Freedom family motto, is to never give up. I've seen a lot of people hashtagging it lately, never give up and all that stuff, and I was just like, this would be an excellent gameplay to make a commentary about because I myself have reached points in my life where I wanted to give up, and about 2 years ago or so was one of those times, and it was a dark, sad, lonely place, and I had all but given up, and it took a real kick in the pants for me to basically get my act together and to propel myself to where I am today. And it's just it kind of all came full circle for me last night when I was playing this, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna make a video of. So the Battlefield video will come out probably Friday, dealing with a new patch, Friday or Saturday, I'm not quite sure yet, but it'll be out here soon. But like I said, let's hop right into this topic. And again, never give up is pretty much the motto of the Freedom Network, that along with growing together and helping each other grow and things like that. And with that being said, again, I got this gameplay and I was like, this would be a really good topic to talk about. Now, again, if you guys have been around for a while, you guys know that I had a struggle in my life previously with alcohol, and I still, to this day, it's not as bad, but there's still those times where I get depressed and sad, where I'm just like, I look out to my kitchen and I think, can I get away with having a drink or something like that? And when I was in this dark, depressed time, nothing mattered to me. I didn't care. I didn't have a job. I just didn't care about anything. I had pretty much given up, and again, it had taken a real swift kick in the pants to really get up and get motivated to go do what it was I needed to do in life to propel myself to basically to become somewhat of a success with my life. Now, I'm not saying I'm Donald Trump or anything like that, but I get by pretty well. I have my own house, so I mean, that's going something for me. 2 years ago, I was basically sleeping in my car, bouncing from friends to friends and relatives' houses and things like that, and it just wasn't good. So that was where I was at, and it wasn't a good time, and I had given up. And I went through some treatment and things like that, and during the treatment, I wanted to give up. I was like, fuck this is stupid, why the fuck am I here? And it was just one of those things where I just didn't want to do it. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm leaving. Like, this is not, no, I'm out of here. And it was just one of those things where, had it not been for those awesome friends and family members, I would have given up, and who knows where I would be at today. Now, I know this is just a video game that you guys are watching in the background, but that really kind of brought it all to life for me. I mean, if you guys saw my, I'm not quite sure exactly which video it was, but it was my video about being too serious and things like that. Basically where I said I'm a super competitive guy, and I am, and it's just like, for a super competitive guy like myself to just give up is absolutely not normal. And I take these games, like I said, pretty seriously. Especially like when I start to get frustrated, and I was really getting frustrated last night and it just wasn't good, and that's when I was like, nope, try hard mode engaged, this is how it's going to go down. But these things can teach us things. You can learn a lot from video games. Actually, you can learn great hand-eye coordination, you know, you can learn all kinds of different stuff, you can learn better communication skills, because you have to talk with people and all that stuff. And yeah, it's a video game. Let's call it what it is. It's not real life. It's not something super serious, but it can teach you a lot of skills. And if you give up at something as simple as a video game, when something complicated comes at you, like life, for instance, what's to say that you're not going to give up at that as well? If you can't handle something as simple as a video game, are you really going to be able to handle life? And that this is kind of like a two-part commentary, whereas in order to never give up, you have to have that drive in yourself. You have to have the mentality, the aggressiveness to be like, whatever comes in my way, I'm pushing it to the side because I'm going past it. I have this goal, I'm going to reach this goal, and when I reach that goal, I'm going to hit my next goal. I always like to say I don't have dreams, I have goals, because dreams are something you cannot touch, you cannot feel, you cannot grab. But a goal is something that you can achieve, and that's why I always say I don't have dreams, I have goals. But sometimes you need people behind you to push you, and that's kind of like part 2 of this commentary, where it's like, if you don't have a good support system, it's very easy to give up. If you don't have somebody backing you saying, no, you got this, just keep going, man, seriously, you got this, why are you giving up, let's move, come on, let's go. If you don't have that behind you, it is very easy to give up in life, to give up in anything really, because it's always nice to know that somebody out there cares about you. And if somebody out there cares about you enough to be your support system, you want to never give up, because you don't want to let that person down if you care about them as much as they care about you. And that kind of gives you another goal to reach, to not disappoint these people, to make them proud of you. And sometimes you gotta do it with haters too. My stepfather and I, it's pretty well known that him and I have not always seen eye to eye. And we've had some arguments and things like that, but those are really personal. It's not something I'm going to get into here on YouTube. But it was just, there was basically a point in time where I essentially was told that I wasn't going to amount to anything. And at that point in time, I was like, nope, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it to you. And that's what motivates me. Haters motivate me. I love it whenever people say, you can't do this or you can't do that. You're not tall enough. You're not strong enough. You're not smart enough. You're not, good looking enough, you're not this enough, you're not that enough. And to me, that's when I'm like, okay, well, you don't need to be the fastest, strongest, toughest guy to do this. I can do this, anybody can do this. All you have to do is put your mind to it, and that's pretty much how it is. If you put your mind to something, you can do it, as long as you don't give up. So if you do have goals out there, guys, let me know down in the comment section below, what are some of your goals in life? What are some of the things you want to accomplish in life? What are some of the things that you already have accomplished in life? And let me know, do you have a support system? If you don't, get one. If you need one, contact me, because I will be there. I will help whoever needs help. That is what I do on a daily basis. I love helping people out. So if you guys need that support group or whatever, if you just need somebody to say, hey dude, it's gonna be alright, just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep walking, feel free to get at me, because I would be more than happy to help a lot of people out there, as I've been helped out. You can't do it alone. Nobody wins this game called life flying solo. You have to have a support system. You have to have a squad behind you. And that's why I think this video correlates well, because Battlefield is all about teamwork and squad play and things like that. So it's kind of like, if you don't have a good team, if you don't have a good squad, you're not going to do well. And that's why I decided to use this gameplay for this video, because it all just ties in so well together. Now with that being said, guys, there's about 2.5 minutes left of gameplay. So if you guys want to see the end where we do pull out the victory, I'm going to switch it over to a little bit of live audio, so you guys can check that out and continue watching it. Also, Cinch Gaming is going to be down in the descriptions along with g2a.com. Make sure you go to those sites and check them out. There is a coupon code for Cinch Gaming to get 5% off. All you have to do is enter it in, if I can get the sentence out, and you'll get a 5% discount at checkout. g2a.com. They sell really cool games at really cheap prices, so you guys can go check them out as well. And again, guys, all my social media links are going to be down there. Feel free to hit me up there as well, because that is basically the best way to reach me. And again, if you guys need that support, if you guys need somebody to talk to, I know I'm just a stranger on YouTube, but you guys feel free to hit me up, to bug me with all your problems, because to be honest, helping people out with their problems kind of keeps my mind from wandering into a deep, dark depression hole. So that's pretty much what I'm good at, and maybe in the future I could do something with it. But like I said, guys, there's about 2 minutes left of gameplay here, so I'm going to let you guys enjoy that. And until next time, guys, I'm Crisis the Imago, and I'll see ya when I see ya.